man, look, we back again, cuz your two favorite partners, the connoisseurs of conversation. I'm Jay Walker the third. That's my brother, my co-host, Carolina Dirt 803. What's going on with you, partner?
Ain't shit, you already know what it is. It's Saturday night. We're going live. I got my liquor, and we're going to try to get to the bottom of this bottle. I probably ain't going to do it on the show, but I'll do it after the show.
I'm telling you, I'm not getting to the. I did that yesterday, man, and it was a rough day. So, on this Saturday, October 10th, 2021, man, we got some special guests in the building. I tell people all the time, I know extraordinary people. You may not know them, they may not be as famous as you think they need to be, but that makes them no less extraordinary. Damn, you pouring that drink heavy, cuz. How deep was that glass?
Bruh,
Shit.
it's been
Okay.
here. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. It's been
We got
here.
KK and Juju representing. Say the name of your business just so it's right the first time out the gate.
Emunah Asah.
Emunah Asah.
Emunah Asah.
I like that, brother. So,
Thank you.
welcome Juju. Welcome KK. How y'all brothers doing this evening?
Man, I'm good, man. It's a pleasure to be with y'all, man. I'm doing great, man. I woke up today. I got another chance to get it right, so it's amazing, my brother.
Damn, cuz you too cool for school, bro.
You ain't lying.
You
Nah,
know,
man, I just
as
don't want
always.
to cut him off because he went out, so I, try
Okay,
to speak up on time. That's all.
no worries, man. We get through the best way we can. Um, KK will be back in a minute. Y'all know sometimes we have these technical difficulties, but it's no less gonna be a good time. Um, I'm gonna do the first call because you get KK Carolina,
All
and I'm
right,
gonna
that'll
get
work.
Juju. All right. So first call is just basically some shit we do. It's random questions. They ain't got no right answer. They ain't got no wrong answer. It's just how you feel in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Let people know a
Understood.
little bit about you without letting them know too much. Um, you know what I'm saying? You live in the city,
Washington D.C.
Washington D.C.
Yeah, born and
Have you
raised.
been down? Have you been down south before? You travel this way?
Yeah. I've been down there a couple times.
Okay, so y'all got a major seafood scene up there, and we
It's
got a major
crazy.
seafood scene down here.
Okay.
What's the differences, and what do you prefer?
Well, I don't eat shellfish. I'm allergic to it. But before
Oh
I
man,
found out I was allergic to it, man, the difference is it's just. I mean, that's all they eat down here. I mean, it's just a little different because I guess it's kind of country down there, and up here it's a little more city based. So we got like a lot more. I think like a lot more things based towards it. You know what I'm saying? So we got like we got shrimp bowls, we got the wolf, we got a lot of more things based on it because it's heavy around here. So it's nothing like I'm not so sure because I haven't been all around there down there where y'all at, but up here, man, like every other corner you can go get crabs and shrimp. Like they everywhere. Like it's a store that just straight sells crabs and shrimp. Like that's all they do: crab, shrimp, lobster, stuff like that. But yeah, they have rebuilt where in Southwest it's called the Wolf, and then like I said, it's like the crab hut. Everybody go down to the Wolf. You got clubs down there, all types of stuff. So I just think it's a little harder. Like when they talk about Maryland, DC, they say football and crabs. You know what I'm saying? Crabs and football. That's what they about. Like that's what they really
right.
about. Crab cakes, all that type of stuff.
That's what it is. So somebody come to your city for the first time. They somewhat of a partner or whatever. What are you recommending? What's your recommendation if you go down to the wharf?
Uh, I mean, anyway, man, that's the thing. It's kind of like we got drink half and half lemonade tea, lemonade iced tea, and it's like it's everywhere. So I couldn't even tell you like really what's the best spot because this is everywhere. I can take you to the hood and you can get some crabs, and they just be as far as the crabs down in the wharf. So it's really like what I'm saying. It just depending on if you're comfortable and you want to come to the hood and get some, but it's like everywhere. It's not like it was almost like they like 7-Elevens. So it's just more. It's like I
Okay.
said, it's a preference of a price, man. So it's really hard to
Oh,
say. I prefer the ones on Maryland with Marlboro Pike. You know what I'm saying? That's probably like the one of the most hottest jumping spots. But the Wolf is more of the You got crab stuff down there, but it's like a restaurant style area where you come, you chill out, take your lady on a date. But if y'all just want to go home and kick get some crabs, yeah, we can go on Bennett Road, Marlboro Pike, things like that, and get some. That's nothing.
All right. So my question number 3 is mumbo sauce like that, or is it some tourist shit?
Nah, man, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? What's this for me? I'm home, so I'm always home raised. But uh, I mean, I wouldn't see why tourists wouldn't like it though. But at the same time, it's different depending on which place you go to. So all the carryouts do carry it. Some of them a little sweeter. Some of them a little spicier. It just depends. Some of them orange. Some of them like a dark red. Some of them thick like barbecue sauce. Others is watery, so it's different. I mean, I love it though. I just had some carry out with some mumbo sauce the other day when I came up here. So I love it. I mean, y'all would love it too. I think. I mean, that's like a staple. We got songs called mumbo sauce. That's a staple. So
That's what's happening. This number 4 right here. Baltimore is really, really about the house music type shit. Was that your vibe growing up, or was that something like your elder generation was on?
We don't listen to house music. So let me just go ahead and break up the differences. So you do. We live in Maryland, but we kind of call it DC because it was DC at one point. So Maryland, DC, they cut a little bit of off and just turned to Prince George's County. So usually I just tell people who are from DC because every time I say Maryland, they say Baltimore. So they listen to the house music, the
Okay.
little peanut butter jelly. We listen to go go like Chuck Brown and stuff like that. So it's totally different. And we cool now, but we had our differences in the past. But they think we a little different. But I just say DC because that's really what we is. We really are DC.
You just made me have a memory because I think I was like 17 or 18, and a dude brought me a home video, big cassette, VHS, of the old Splash Party uh,
Okay.
events, because
Probably,
that was
Hmm.
live. That was super
probably
live.
like Hopi Groovers or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
it might have been.
you talking about late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, it could have been
Yeah,
Grooves. It could have been something.
could
We
have been
listen to Go
Groovers.
Go, so it's a different. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like a different thing. So just like I was saying about like the mumbo sauce, you know what I'm saying? Because Baltimore do got some type of mumbo sauce, but it's not like profound as it here. But the Go Go's is another thing. Just like the crabs, man. We got multiple places that when the Go Go scene was heavy that you would go to. So where we lived at, Go Go was like. Man, it was everything. It was the culture because it started here, so that's one thing. And then the go-go bands themselves were here, so it was like I know these dudes. It's different when I go rap and see Lil Wayne. Like I don't know Lil Wayne, but I know Big G.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know Polo. Like I was at the store the other day with him and buying some shoes together. So it's just a different vibe, man. And not saying it because I'm home and I'm trying to be like biased, but that's the most loudest thing I've ever been to in my life. I've been to rap concerts, singing concerts, all types of raid parties. I don't think there's nothing louder than a live music playing a go go like that. I personally don't think so.
Okay, okay. Final question. Favorite pair of kicks ever, cuz?
The blue, the Tim Duncans, the phone part of Tim Duncans. I think they called the Total Air Maxes. In between them and the blue penny phones for me.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Welcome KK back in the building. That was Juju's first call. I'm gonna let my brother get in with KK. Shoot him 5 questions, bro.
All right, real quick, KK, we gonna go top golf or putt putt.
All right, hold up, right quick. My bad.
We was backstage giving Juju a hard time. Now you over there building,
Yeah,
building
he
some.
don't,
Man, here you go.
yeah,
Here
yeah, his
y'all
minutes
go.
done
Here
ran out.
y'all go.
His Wi-Fi minutes done ran out.
I'm telling you,
Man, here you
cuz.
go. Don't even do that to me.
Oh man.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh
I'm
man.
ready.
All right, so real quick, we're gonna run through these real quick so we can get on y'all stuff. But we're gonna go top golf or putt putt. What you rather do?
Uh, putt putt.
All right, we're gonna shoot pool or shoot dice.
Mm.
Dice.
All right, favorite gas station.
I mean, I've been doing 50-50, you know what I'm saying? Like growing up back home, it was whatever the corner store gas station was, or we hit the 7-Eleven up, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But down here, it's always been like the little Arab spot.
All right. So we gonna go back in the day. Who videos you like? Little X or Hype Williams?
Mm.
Uh, Probably gonna have to go with hype.
All right. The last one, Gatorade or Powerade?
Whichever
Gatorade.
one on sale.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Whichever
go with the
one
one
is 2
I
for
had.
4.
I'm
No,
gonna go
that's
with the
Gatorade.
one I had first, so that was Gatorade. But nah, I had to go grab my, you know what I'm saying?
Woo!
Some things we always had.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right. Hey,
Yeah.
KK just went through fire that quick, so we go ahead and let's get this started.
All right, man. Emunah Asah. Is that right?
Emunah Asah.
Emunah.
Emunah
Emunah.
Asah.
Man, that sounds like what's it called though? What's that movie? Brandon Fraser. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Mummy.
Nah.
Yeah, you
The
do the
mummy.
Mummy. The Mummy.
The
That's what I'm
Mummy.
thinking the whole time.
I don't even remember that.
Y'all got to go check out the Mummy. Just watch it. But
That's
go
a
ahead.
knock to the
Tell
moon. I know
us,
you're talking about. I like that
tell
movie.
us about Emunah Asah. Tell us about the origination, the name, the concept behind it. Tell the people what it is.
You want to take
You
it?
and me.
Yo, man.
Uh, all right. So Emunah is faith. Asah is made. So we stand by what we believe to be our original language, which is Hebrew. So we wanted to give something with meaning, something that comes back to us. We ain't taking from nobody else's culture. It's strictly ours.
That's super dope. That's super dope.
You know what
So,
I'm saying? Like we just like it's the original. It's ours. It can't say, oh man, we took somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? Like this is all our this is our thing. It's authentic. It means something. Whether you believe in what we believe in or not, you still got faith in something. You know what I'm saying? So if you faith made, man, like you got to stand on what you believe in.
I think that's dope because that it doesn't matter what religion because everybody believes in. I ain't gonna say everybody believes in faith, but there's so many different religions that can mean a lot for a lot of different people that believe in religion. So who came up with the name and how long y'all take to come up with it?
The name we went through several different names, but my brother here came up with the name.
Yeah, because originally we was it Tribe 12,
Tribe
and
12, yeah.
yeah, we was going through some issues about because other people got names too, and we was like that was a name, and then we came across a lot like YouTubers with it, websites, and I was like it's just gonna be hard to compete with that. So I was like, well, let's fall back and figure it out, and we made a bunch of designs for it and whatnot. And then we was like, well, we do the Hebrew thing and all that. So we like, you know what, let's try to figure out something in Hebrew that sounds cool. And then clearly, like I said, we from DC, so we definitely like on a 180, different, you know what I'm saying, a lot older, a lot more growth. And then faith, it was just like that was the thing, you know what I'm saying? Faith mean trust in God. So we was like, well, who else can we trust in? And we just wrote with that. And I was like, well, then add the maid to it, so it just sound like one of them exotic Louis Vuitton type names. And we didn't want just like a hood style clothing. We wanted to be able to reach multiple people, like you said. So I like the way it sounded, and I was like, that sounds pretty cool, and it got a good meaning. So I was like, man, I just wrote with that, and that's what we at now with it.
Where'd the bird come from?
The
Well, what
bird,
type
man,
of bird is it?
it's a
What type of
dove.
bird?
It's a
Okay, it's a
dove.
dove.
It's a dove, which is the symbol of faith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Lord say, "Be wise. I mean, be gentle like doves and wise like serpents." So that's where it comes from.
Well, we got some educated brothers over here. You got Malcolm X and we got
Man.
Latrell Sprewell.
He said the trail out of control, cuz.
Hey,
So
look, don't turn them into Latrell now.
Choke you out.
how long ago? How long
Exactly.
ago? How long ago, KK, did y'all launch? Like from y'all first rendition, you said y'all had different names. Have y'all always been business partners? How did y'all make this link? Let's start with that.
Say that one more time.
So how did you guys link up? You guys are blood family. Like, what's your
Man, this is
introduction
like
to
my
Juju?
this is like my brother. Like I know him since high school. Like I know his older brother first because we was in the same grade. He was in a younger grade than me. But man, like once we linked up, we just clicked. Been rolling one another. Man, been rolling with each other ever since. And this is like uh 99 and up.
Okay, so y'all been
You know what
together
I'm
for
saying? So
2 decades, a 20
yeah,
piece.
yeah, yeah. This my
See,
man
people
right here.
don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think people these days, or maybe they do, and you just don't know. But I feel like it's something to say to be friends, family, growing the family over that long a period. People so fickle and fake sometimes that
Right,
you
right.
got to separate people. So it says something about the length and the depth of y'all relationship as friends, and then going into business. So when did y'all decide to go into business?
Well, well, look, we've been in the trenches with each other, man. Like I said, this high school. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We come from different sides of Maryland or whatever, but we always click with each other. You know what I'm saying? To keep it short. You know what I mean? Like we always
So
had a
yeah,
business mindset with each other. You know, like we knew how to talk to people. He's always had a creative mind with drawing and all that kind of stuff. I kind of I kind of had the gift of gab, you know what I'm saying, to try to do good with sales. So why not put it to something that's 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 not negative. You know what I mean? Something
right.
positive. And we come from a fashionable city. You know what I'm saying? So
For
So,
real,
let's
for
bring
real.
that fashion, mix it in with everybody else.
so who was the first person? Who was the first person that y'all both knew that y'all told we going into business, a real business, a clothing line, not a t-shirt company? Who was the first person, and what was their reaction?
Well, for me, it was my wife, and she was just like, you going in with who? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm going in. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in with with Juice. And she's like, all right. She was like, well, what y'all gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So I was telling her, I had told her before about the clothing line or whatever, and just like Juice was saying earlier, like we was going through like Tribe 12 and stuff like that. Then it kind of got to a point with the Tribe 12 thing is it's like, is it only talking to certain people and not reaching a bigger mass? You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's where his expertise came in, and we, when now we're at Emunah Asah.
What about you, Juice?
Same thing. My lady, I told her I was going into business with Big Bro. That's what I called him. And she was like, "That's cool." She was like, "Man, you smart. You do your research and this and that." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just going to business with him." And she already known, the relationship that we had. So she was like, "Well, I guess that's what you want to do." And I was like, "Yeah, especially, I'm just tired of working for other people." But yeah, it was pretty sweet. It wasn't no real, thing. She was like, "Go for it," and I'm a support or whatever. I came home and because we had a different logo, like I said, the Tribe 12, and that's what we was rolling with. And then, one day I just came home and, she had made some curtains with the logo on it, just for our house in general. And I was like, oh yeah, she 100% with it. So
It's
that's
dope how black women do the most subtle shit in the world to make the Grinch grow his heart 3 sizes. You know what I'm saying? It's super dope that she would take that upon her own, and that gotta make you feel like super proud and extra motivated going forward with the concept, right?
For me, yeah, it
Oh,
definitely
for
did.
sure,
So definitely, because it
for
was just
sure,
like I
for
said,
sure.
it's just y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a for me, it definitely did, man. It was just a support because, like I said, growing up, we grew up, man. A lot of the household was broken up, a lot of single moms or single dads, stuff like that. So it just helps just to see somebody support you, and it's different because it's like they see the vision, and you might not, what I'm saying, we ain't broke or anything like that. We blessed. What I'm saying, I tell you all the time, I ain't rich or nothing, or I ain't bald, and I'm blessed. And just to see the support, and it's like, well, even if it failed, you with it. You know what I mean? You're not looking at it as a get rich quick scheme. You're not looking at it just like, oh, we can be millionaires. You're looking at it like, man, I see my lover, and they like, they real passionate about it, and I'm all for it. Like, what I'm saying? I kind of teared up when I saw that. I was looking at that thing, and she on the ground and she was sewing up the thing. I was like, oh, that's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? Because then it could also lead to another, branch of like we selling curtains with the logo and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't tell her to do it. She just did it. So it's just that's
Right.
I think that's
That's
real
what.
dope.
Yeah, that's what make it like that's significant to me. So I'm gonna pose a question to you, KK. With your relationship with your lady, was there something that she did, or has she always shown that super support from the beginning? But was there a subtle thing that she did to make you believe, yeah, we on to something with this?
Oh, but she was always with me from the beginning. I mean, she moved all the way to South Carolina with me when we was fresh out of high school. You know what I'm saying? So she was always a rider. Um,
Okay.
the biggest thing that I think she's done right
He
off
said I
the
did.
top is she created the website. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
she's good with websites, stuff like that, and you know, this is something that she's like, man, I'm gonna stay up all night and get this right for you.
That's right. And
That's
she in
that's
here
what,
now.
So
So
yeah.
that
She in
support
there
is real.
now.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, so KK or Juice, like, how did y'all? What was the next day like when you realized the shit was serious? Not the day that your product came out, not the day that y'all agreed. The day you woke up and realized that both y'all are serious about this.
Oh man. So I'm sitting here, we on the phone talking, me and Juice talking on the phone, and I'm like, man, I'm tired of going to XYZ store and spending 50 to $100 for a shirt. You know what I'm saying? And most of the times I'm spending this much money for them and the shirts don't even last. You know, a couple washes already faded, you know, something wrong with it. And he was just like, I'm tired of it too. So once we had that one talk, I knew right then it was gonna be something serious because he started sending me pictures like, yo, I was up designing this last night. And I'm like, dang, I just said something to you the night before. And he was like, yeah, I'm on it. And I said, say no more. We're gonna put both our creative minds together and make it happen. And once he sent me the shirt, his designs, I was just like, yeah, this is for real. He ain't just talking about it and ain't nothing else happening. Or just reaching
Right.
out to other people that actually sew and make, you know what I'm saying, designs and shirts and reaching out to them and talking and hitting me back like, yo, I talked to so and so last night. You know what I'm saying? We can get these for this number. So it's like, yeah, cool, cool, cool. Like you moving faster than I expected. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's even better because I'm feeding off of him, he feeding off of me, we pushing each other. And he got two beautiful women that's on our side and they pushing us too. So that makes it all go around just perfect.
Damn, boy, you might get Sunday dinner for that response.
Ah, I'm working on it.
so so Juice, with you being the creative person, the artistic person, when did it change? What I mean, I know it always just starts with a love of creating something, but when did it go from that type of art to art dealing with fashion? Because that's a specific thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've always been in the art. Like I was, y'all was talking about the anime thing and all. I've always been in the art, but it's like I think, like sometimes like when you're younger, your kids play football, things like that, and your parents push them a certain way. And I was in art, and I wasn't pushed where I should have been in art because I wanted to like draw cartoons. So the fashion thing came up when he was talking about it. I like, what kind of shirts you want to make? And he was like, fashion shirts, like the Gucci them Jones. I'm like, okay, cool. And I had to do my research on them, but it really stemmed from when I was younger, man. 'Cause like I said, we at DC, like it's the capital. So when you live here, you don't realize it as much as when you see how a tourist reacts with someone that's not from here. So like we see the White House, it's just a dirty white building. They see the White House, they freak out like, oh, this is the White House, yeah, yeah, yeah. But we see that like, man, it's still the hood though. Like you know what I'm saying? You don't
Right.
see it. So it's always been there, man, because we wore clothes that was from the hood. So like we did, like we wasn't never really on like nowadays because of the rappers. We wasn't on Gucci and stuff. We was on like Shooters, Bonadachi, Makunu, but these were like local stores from people we knew that made clothes, and that's what we was wearing. So it was almost like bringing it back because it kind of faded because I think it faded because it was more like urban wear. And I still wanted to keep the urban wear, but also wanted to do the fashion because it reached out to more people. Because the average person wouldn't know about Shooters and Makunu or nothing because you don't live here. But everybody that live here, everybody go-go's got them on. When we was younger, all the girls flocked to it and stuff. So it was already there. I was just younger and wasn't in that position, but I always supported, what I'm saying? Like people want to support black businesses. We always supported it because they were the black businesses, you know what I'm saying? So we did wear other clothes and, like shoes, Nikes and stuff like that. But everybody from all the hooded areas where I lived there always wore those. And I was like, man, they can do it. Why we can't? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was already there. It was just like, man, I just needed KK to put it in my ear. Like, man, we make our own clothes. I'm like, dang, you know what? They was wearing Makunu and all that other stuff, Shooters and shit. They was doing it. They looked like some regular dudes because they was, in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They had the storefront and selling the clothes and they was getting money. So I was like, why can't we do it and have a message behind it just as well? You know what I'm saying? So I think it come from a childhood. And like I said, somebody just put the light bulb on for me and that's it.
Real quick. So KK, what's your clothing style that you wear, and what's your clothing style that you see for your clothing line? And Juju, you can answer after that.
Um, I was never really big on like the Gucci thing, but growing up, I was like you said, we wore the local clothes, Madness, Makuno, Shooters, stuff like that. I also wear Coogee. Showing my age, wore a lot of Iceberg.
Oh, I had a couple of
Um,
them.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I wore stuff like that. Then I started wearing a lot of Express clothes, and I was just like, man, like, dude, we can blend all of this urban wear and like the fashion line thing in with our own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, why we got to keep buying from people that don't even have our best interest. I'm talking about as far as black people, like we spend a
Right.
lot of money with other people that disrespect us daily. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like disrespect us
And
daily, like uh, and make
and
them
make them
make them
super
rich.
wealthy.
And
Yeah.
they had to sit up there and tell you like, yo, I didn't make my clothes for you. I made it for these people, not for you. And we still go
Yeah.
out there and buy it. You know what I'm saying? So why not put that money back into our own community?
As we
Okay.
should.
So what
You know what
about
I'm
you,
saying? I feel
Juice?
like
Oh, my bad.
that's what we need. Nah, you good, you good.
Oh man, I mean I agree with everything he said. I'm kind of a fly guy, so there's always a joke about that. I don't never had no shoes that's less than $200 on, even though I do wear shoes that's like $80 sometimes. I mean I can't help it that the shoes I like are $200,
That's what
but
I say. You
I
know,
got
you know
some
what I'm saying.
I got
So
some
I mean,
Crocs on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Shit, me too.
I got Crocs. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of pairs. They crack jokes about them. Like sometimes I'm chilling, but when I want look out, I'm gonna have something y'all don't got on, and if I do, I think it look better than all y'all. But I've always been into the styles. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll go out. My brothers, they be out with their girl. Their girl like, that your outfit looks banging. Like, he like, for real? And I'm like, yeah. Like, my brother picked that out for me or something like that. So I've always been in the mix. But with clothes, um, the fashion clothes, like you said, like I wanted some fashion clothes too, but I just didn't want the clothes from people that don't even care about us. You know what I'm saying? So might as well make my own clothes and wear those. So and then the urban clothes, I love hoodies, sweatpants, and stuff like that. That's what I grew up on. So like you said, why couldn't we do both? And that's all it that's all it is. Because I got clothes, I got shoes that can match both. I got shoes for if I want look nice and go to the restaurants with all everybody else, and I got shoes, and I'm just cool and post it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a nice little mesh, but that's where it comes from, though.
So y'all gonna go to the Dipset outfit. Y'all ain't gonna have a whole bunch of rhinestones on the jeans and shit.
Nah, nah,
Nah, nah.
I don't,
Hey,
I
listen
don't
here.
want, I
There
don't, I
ain't
don't want
nah,
no
gonna be
big
no.
bird in the crack of my head now.
There ain't,
nah.
hey, listen, man. There ain't gonna be no stripes down the jeans, no glitter,
Okay.
no shiny nothing. No more
No
shiny shit.
logos this big.
Nah,
Nah,
that
I
ain't
mean,
never,
that ain't
I'll
that ain't.
take the
never,
bird this big.
never.
Like if it was a cool ass shirt with the
The
bird
bird
on it,
is hard. Yeah.
I'll take the bird.
Yeah,
So
we
I,
from
I,
DC, man.
I got you. But
We
we
not
got something coming,
flashy.
man.
Yeah,
all right,
Yeah,
we not York
we got some
flashy.
stuff coming, man. It's gonna be a nice mix. It's not gonna be too loud. It's gonna be a nice mix, man. Like for the people who like to this be in the urban wear, we gonna have something for that. We gonna have something for the ladies that's nice, classy, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
but
Like we working it, we working it. It's
well,
gonna it's gonna take time though.
yeah,
Oh, for sure.
But we wanna do it right. We don't want to just throw out anything.
so two places that I think people miss, especially like I ain't gonna say us, but a business attire and big people. I feel like when people come out with clothing lines, those two aspects, especially like urban wear, they miss that. So just because it's urban don't mean it can't be a nice button up that you can wear to the office. And then when it comes to big people clothes, it seems like the design shrink as far as what you can get in a big person size.
Oh
So
yeah.
Okay.
Nobody really
how
caters
do
to big
y'all
and tall.
yeah, nobody caters to the big and tall. Nobody
I'm
as far as
no.
business wise.
So I got you. I got you. And me and Juice talk about this, on the regular, within like the last month we've been talking about it because when we first did it, you know, it was like, dang, like what's the biggest size we should go to? And we was kind of going off of like who we all know in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, well, nah, I know a few others, you know what I'm saying? But now we don't went to this level where we only went to 2X. So it's like, nah, let's expand it a little more because I know some dudes and I'm sure they know some dudes that they size too. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
we might as well touch all of that because there's one thing that I noticed since I've been in South Carolina is they don't have a lot of the nice stuff like that for the bigger guys or bigger women. But in DC, you couldn't go inside of a Shooters, a Madness, or Makuno spot and not see a 5X. It's there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the DC
Long as
area
it's not a
culture
5X
definitely
long.
catered. Oh, make trust me, they had it for you. They had it for you in there. So they catered to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I kind of want to bring that same type of feel and you
Yeah.
still be able to, you know what I'm saying? Wear the same
Us
stuff.
big
You ain't gotta be
dudes.
in there uncomfortable. I don't want you uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Right. Us big dudes want to be fly too. Like we had
Oh
we
yeah, for
we had
sure.
the heavy set symbols that led us to know that you could be big and fly. It's
Shit,
big and sloppy, and it's
Right,
and
big
right.
my teeth
and
white. I got all
you
my
know what I'm
teeth too.
saying.
Hey, listen,
Uh,
listen. I'm not gonna have you out here with a 5X jacket and some skinny jeans on, man. We gonna have you right.
bruh. I'm not
I
gonna buy no
seen too
skinny
many
jeans.
of that
Man,
going
I ain't buying no
on.
skinny jeans, bro.
Nah, but
I ain't
listen
gonna buy.
though, you come out on a Friday, Saturday night, you see some of these heavy set dudes out here, and they got
Right.
on like the jean jackets. The jean jackets is big, but the pants is tight. And you
Hey,
like,
they
bro, you
wildin'.
can't. Come on, man, you can't do that.
So
They
y'all gonna.
wildin', cuz.
So what about the business side? Y'all gonna have some business attire, like some nice button ups, some slacks, um,
For sure,
almost like
for
the
sure.
polo joint. Just like it got to be like the symbol is small, but it look presentable.
Oh yeah, for sure. We definitely gonna do some polos, some button ups. The whole nine. We like I said, we working on that. We just trying to we really was just starting off with this the shirts right, the t-shirts right now, and we working our way, you know what I'm saying, as the seasons come along, we gonna start throwing out, you know, some stuff here and there because we're not big right now, so it's kind of hard just to make a bunch of different things and just be like, hey, buy this. You know what I'm saying? We
Yes.
gotta break people in and levels to it.
Absolutely. And like right now, like this whole pandemic shit, the loungewear is where it's at. Your sweatpants, your t-shirts is where it's at. Like a lot of people ain't going to
Right.
no office no more. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, for sure,
I
for sure. But people still like to look nice when they go out.
They
for
do.
sure, for sure. So as far as like a real legitimate business question, you said the thing about you going out here, you purchasing the shirt. Shirt might be $100. You wash it twice, and it's a wreck.
Yeah,
How hard is it to find suppliers that meet a standard or the standard that you
I'm gonna
want to
let
set
Juice
forth?
handle that. I'm gonna let Juice talk to you about that
All right,
one.
so it's not like I mean, I don't want to use too many street references, but it's kind of like finding a plug for work. It's really a trial and error thing though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you going to grab shirts and you're gonna have bad shirts or bad things, but what happens is just even during the time of, all the creativity part, because there's so many aspects, people always go to creativity, but they never look at the business side. Like even, you know what I'm saying, I
Right.
also do music and everything. So it's always like I can rap, I can make this and that, but what about the business side? That you got these licenses, you got this. So it's like a trial and error. So now you gotta know that the black shirt that he got on, it takes white first and then colors. A white shirt don't take white colors and then colors, just take colors. So now you got to make sure you got a shirt that can handle that. Then you got to make sure the shirt can wash. A stretch shirt. Do you want the shirt to be, you know what I'm saying, like you said, a certain size? Do you want it to be a certain cut? So that makes it a little more difficult to find a shirt. So I mean, it's still work. It takes more difficult to find a shirt. But the real key to separation from any clothing company is that who got a factory and what factory really, because like I said, there's different kinds of cotton. You might have cotton and he might have cotton, but he don't wash it. He just roll it up, put on a shirt. That's it. He might wash his, comb his, and look a little better. I might wash mine, comb mine, put a little woosah on it, and it's better than both of y'all. So
Put some mumbo sauce on it.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I dip into that, but that you know what I'm saying, that matters a lot because like right now, so we actually like a clothing line, you know what I'm saying? So sweatpants, hats, all that stuff coming to a theater near you. But a lot of people out now are selling t-shirts, you know what I'm saying? Are selling t-shirts and they selling t-shirts, but it's the same t-shirt going around. People don't know that. They just see a logo, but everybody don't know. Everybody getting it from the same supplier. And it's a difference. But when you got that plug, when you got the factory, when you talking to somebody and he making it how you want it, when you want it, whatever color you
Right.
want it, certain threads, that changes the game. So that to me, that's a big part of the whole game when you find a plug compared to when you just sell a t-shirts like everybody else because now, man, a lot of people don't have passion. You know what I'm saying? We want to be rich, but that ain't the goal. You know what I'm saying? Our goal is to have something that's from us, you know what I'm saying, and it reaches people and it has a message behind it to our people, something that look good, it's affordable, you know what I'm saying? It's durable, and like I said, it's a meaning behind it, not just because it's a staple because it's Gucci. I got a Gucci shirt on, you don't. It's $400. Even though my shirt look better than yours and my shirt gonna last longer than yours. Like that means something to me because we not looking just to get rich. Don't get it twisted though. We'll take the money, but we not looking for it to get rich.
Always.
Nah, we not
Always.
looking for it to get rich. But a lot of people just doing it now. Like man, you just talk about YouTube t-shirt company. You can make a t-shirt company sitting at home. It's like it's a money thing. You don't got no passion before, and I feel like a lot of things nowadays, all the passion gone. So without that
Bruh,
passion, the art form itself die. And then you got so many
right.
like man, like I just looking at shoes like Balenciaga look like Skechers, look like all these shoes look the same. It's like you know what I'm saying. Like it's so like that's why I like the foam because it was a different shoe that didn't look like no other shoe. You know, until this day, and there's no other shoe that looks like it. But it's like yeah, it's the art form. But if you really want all that, you really got like I said, search for a plug, and then you'll find out. But like I said, most of the shirts everybody wearing these DTG shirts, they all the same shirts. You just don't know that.
Right.
They all buying the same shirts, and it's just different company, different tag, logo, and you just like, oh man. But to get a plug, that separates you.
I try to support some, support black business. I done bought some shirts, and they hit you with that gilding, that gilding hard, bruh,
That's a cheap shirt, and it's easy to get. It's like $1 a shirt or something like that. It's a real cheap
bruh,
shirt.
a shirt that feel like a hoodie. It's a shirt that feel like it got 3 shirts in it. Oh man,
Yeah,
Itching and
yeah,
stuff. Yeah, it's a cheaper shirt. You know what I mean?
so
yeah. We definitely not going
so
down that route.
nah, I feel you, and again, like I don't want to. Please reference the name of the business.
Emunah Asah.
Emunah Asah. Yeah, man. Like I
Uh,
respected the message that you bring with a name like that. It's got to be quality. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for being the type of businessmen that know that means something. You know what I'm saying? And not putting out just mass producing shirts to get money that people are not gonna like wear with pride. You feel me? So again, it's super
uh,
dope, man.
So matter
Thank
of
you.
fact, let's bring it back like to both of y'all. Like, what does that mean to you personally? Like the name of the company.
You go, AK.
for me, it all goes back into what I believe in, and like I said before, like my faith is strong. I'm faith made. That's what I stand by. That's what I'm built on. I got my homeboys that we in the same body. We believe the same. We believe the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't all believing in this, and I believe in that. Like that's how all this is working together because we got the same vision, and I think that helps. And even the fact that my wife got the same vision, his girl got the same vision. Like it all works. You know what I'm saying? Like we all on one accord.
Yeah, so I agree with everything he said, but what it means for me, man, just like I said, go back to referencing. We from DC, man. Y'all don't know it's a murder capital. It's a pretty, what I'm saying, rough place. And then just to see where we was, what was that, 3, 4 years ago? Like it's a complete 180,
Yeah,
and it's all because
yeah.
what I'm saying we start trusting in God. You know what I'm saying on a different level with different understanding. And then when we look back at it, it's like yeah, we had fun times and this and that, but now it's like I said, it's different. We bringing more people together. I remember when we started our little group. You know what I'm saying? We had little doing church things, and it was just me and him. And one other guy. Now it's like 10, 12 of us. Now we having feast days and things like that. It's just something that's like we never thought, and then God used two of the the most the most reckless guys out here to what I'm saying help spread his help spread his message, and I just think that helps out a lot because even though somebody can know stuff, they not relatable. We always been relatable people, and everybody always mess with us cool guys, and it was like yeah, I got all the traits I need, but at the same time, y'all putting it the wrong energy in it. You know what I'm saying? You putting it towards something else. I need to put it towards something positive. So it's been everything for me. Faith made, like I said, I made all the faith. So it's been everything for me.
So for both of y'all, I'm a little kid on the street. I'm on the block. I'm on the corner. I'm doing things y'all know I'm going the wrong way. Things
Mm-mm.
y'all may have done, y'all may have saw, but y'all know where I'm headed. What do y'all say about y'all brand to that little kid?
Talk to
You
him,
go ahead,
It
Juice.
K.
on you, Juice.
Oh, it's on me.
Yeah,
Oh
can't
man,
pass it over.
yeah. Well, I mean, so I would tell them, man. I'd be like, man, what you believe in? That's how I start off. What you believe in? And usually they tell me, and they tell me their problems and this and that. And it would be a conversation. So it can't be like it ain't gonna be like, oh man, you like Gucci, you fly this and that because I was telling Kay one time, we was talking about the name. I said, man, the name mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? For real, because most places, Gucci, Chevrolet, Toyota, these are actually just the names of the people. Like, the actual person who started the company. This ain't our name. It's not called Jew Clothing. It's not called K Clothing. It's for everybody. But I would just sit there and talk to them as like, look, man, it's another way out. Because when I was younger, I didn't really have nobody to tell me it was another way out. You know what I'm saying? So you can go down that part and they be like, yeah, the faith, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know because I can't see it. And that was my biggest fear too, because faith is, things hoped for, not seen. So yeah, you can want this and you can want that, but you can't see it. And I was like that too, because I can't get to it, or you can't show me that you got that, or you know what I'm saying? I don't really believe in it. But then I can just show you by telling you so many stories like, man, I was this and that, and then boom, popped up. My car broke, and my car happened to break, and I took it to a shop, didn't even know that KK, father-in-law worked at the shop. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm.
almost like I just gotta. It's a trust with God, but He don't give you what you want. He give you what you need. And you know what I'm saying? As long as you got food, shelter, and water, that's always good. But what happens is, I think a person is smart. I think people are dumb. Like when they get in a crowd with each other, it just becomes well, we like this, so we're gonna do that. But when you have like I've talked to people in the crowd and they're just retarded, and I'll separate each one of them, and it's like talking to a different person. Like he got his own mind, his own
Yeah.
beliefs, but they so afraid what somebody else would see. And I just be like, look, man, I was doing that too because it's another way out. Because what you doing is only two ways out. If you don't get out, it's only two ways out. You in the box or you gonna be in a jail cell. Simple as that. And I got homies that's gone and homies is locked up, so it just wouldn't be that. But I would just have to see, like I said, if he's willing to take that leap because I think that's the scariest part is because you taking a leap and you have no idea where it's going to go. But that's the biggest thing. Like I said, I got plenty of stories. I ain't going to wrap y'all up with the stories, but just like that, like I said, my car broke down and it was crazy. I didn't tell KK none of that. I just called him one day. He called me and I was talking to him. I was like, yeah, I said, the Audi went down. Or he was like, for real? I was like, yeah. He's like, dang, what happened? I was such and such. And he was like, where is that? I said, I think it's in Charlottesville. He was like, oh, my folks work there. And I'm like, what? And then he's like, hold on, I'm gonna call you back. Called them. They got the joint done for a little cheaper, whatnot. But it's just like I wasn't even thinking about that. I was already
Right.
set to pay it, and it just happened like that because God, like, look, man, I'm looking out for you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be patient. You gotta be wait. You can't rush things. Cause that's how I was as a child, rushing things. I want this to happen now. I want it now, I want it now. But when you just sit back, be patient, God will bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? Even if this person don't believe in him, he'll still bring it to you, and that's just how it works. So that would be my conversation to a youngin on the street, like, hey man, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all.
Yeah, man. I don't think people. I agree. I don't think people understand the simplicity of believing in something. Like you know what you're gonna get out of doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And when you're doing things that ain't necessarily to the benefit of humanity, you lessen your chance. God, I don't think God ever turns a blind eye to you. I just think there's certain situations that you kind of bring on yourself. You guys making a decision coming from a street life or a hood life or a hustler's life, everybody got a name for it, but those are always the best success stories, man. When people understand that there is a better way, you know what I'm saying, than necessarily what you're doing. So I'm gonna ask you, KK, what was the first, and it may not be so specific, but what was the first night that you just like, where your life changed and you just had that sound sleep that you probably hadn't had in forever?
Uh, I probably would say it was 2016 when man, it was a lot of stuff going on. Nothing was going right on what I was doing, and everything else was just coming at me so fast. And I was talking to my bro, and it was just like, man, I called him, I asked him a question, and he was just like, huh? Let me call you right back. Hung up with him. Then he hit me back and was like, I don't know, that's interesting. We ain't gonna even get into what we were talking about. But it
Yeah.
was just, it was one of them conversations. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, yeah, that's interesting, man. I'm gonna do some more research on that and I'm gonna hit you back. And I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? And that went on. It started off as a couple days and it turned into weeks and it turned into months. And next thing you know, it was just like, man, we moving in a whole different direction right now. Like something just grabbed me and was just like, yo, you need to chill out. Like something about to jump off and you just don't need to even be, you know what I'm saying? You need to stay out the way. And that's just what I started doing, staying out the way. So for so many years I was always in the way, you know what
Right,
I'm saying? And I had my ups, but I had just as many downs. So
right, right.
then me having kids, a family that actually care about me and not just encouraging me to be out there like that. I'm like, man, I gotta do something positive. I've done enough bad and negative. And
Speaking
this
on
is the
that,
way I feel like we can get back.
matter of fact, speaking on that, do y'all feel like both of y'all are creating another alternative to y'all generational wealth?
For sure.
Diversifying. That's the word I was thinking of. And then Hamp started running slow. Diversify.
For sure. I mean, if you look at this generation, period, like they're all it's a fashionable social media. It's a fashion show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So by us getting in the mix with it and trying to hit our people especially, but I don't want to just keep it to just us, but I do want us to know that it's from us. You know what I'm saying? And we can, like, how many times have we had this convo where it's like, man, we live in the hood, but how many stores in the hood is owned by us? It's always somebody else that own the store,
Always.
own the block, but go live
Right,
somewhere else, and they never
mm,
put back into where they at. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So we right here, dead smack in the middle of it, still there. Like we bringing this to y'all, and
right.
that's to whoever's out there, whoever got an ear to hear, let them hear.
Well, I'm definitely digging the designs, man, and I will always
Appreciate
support,
it.
my people, man. I feel like we definitely got to be better about being so hard on black business. You feel me? Like, granted, there are some of us that they asking too much. You know what I'm saying? Or they not delivering on their product. But it doesn't mean at this point that I'm not willing to spend money with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I do want a certain standard, but I'm like other people sell us stuff and we don't give them that grief. We don't say that their
Oh, for
product was
sure.
bullshit. We don't say
I
that they could have had
Hey,
better
so look,
customer service. We just buy it.
I ain't mean to cut you off, but I don't know if I talked to you E about this one time. You know what I'm saying? At the crib, but it's kind of like that the hot dog stand scenario, right? Where like you got the white man that got a hot dog, he's selling this hot dog for $5, and the black man to go over there and buy the hot dog, and he'd be like, yeah, it's $5, and he's like, oh, all right, and it's just a plain hot dog on a bun. Then you like, well, if I
Right.
get any comments, yeah, that's 75 cents for each comment. Black man don't say nothing, he pay that. You know what I'm saying? And you can't say that you don't because you go in a football stadium or basketball stadium, hot dogs is like 750.
Right.
I
You
ain't
Okay.
know what
paying
I'm
that.
saying? Then you go down further down the block and you go see a Chinese man. He got a hot dog stand. He's selling this hot dog for what, 350? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They give you the hot dog in the bun, and he's like, yeah, the condiments is 50 cents. You don't give him no slack. Go ahead and pay that. Black man got a hot dog stand for $2. Condiments free. Dang, bruh. I can't get a discount.
Nah, he sell
150.
chicken
I
hot
only got
dogs.
150. Sometimes,
Yeah.
not saying all the time though. You got a lot of dudes out here that's on straight beef hot dogs.
No,
You know
but
what I'm saying? No chicken, no none of that. They got the straight beef hot dogs, and I mean, and they be on point with it. But it was just like, man, they always want to bargain with our people. They
presentation
don't
mean a
want to
lot.
just pay the price.
You're right, but
It
presentation,
do, but you got to remember
presentation.
this. You got to remember this though, and it took me a minute to understand it, but like going into the barbershop taught me a lot too. When you start dealing with like when you go down Broad River, how many Asian spots you see
You're
with
right.
with selling the hair and all the stuff that all the black people go in there and spend their money on. But there was a black lady I was told back in the day that had a spot just like that, but she couldn't get the stuff for the same price that they could. They wasn't selling it to her in bulk at the same number, so she went out of business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's harder. We got to work just as hard, and we got to see that. You know what I'm saying? When you see something that's good, support it. If it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may have to leave your people alone for certain things because everybody ain't gonna always be in your best interest.
Well, that's what I was
You
gonna
know what I'm
say.
saying? But when you got them, support them.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I'm gonna lead up to. Like we say it all the time in sports. Like kids shouldn't get a participation award. And I feel like sometimes in businesses also, because if you got a business like Juju was talking about t-shirts, like if you selling those Gillians, but you selling a quality t-shirt, I shouldn't support you because that's a participation check or payment. If I
Right,
really
right,
like
for
your
sure.
quality, I shouldn't spend the extra $20 just give you money for a shirt, and I know it's piss poor quality just to say I support it. I think we gotta as much as we need to stick together. Now, if you were to go to him and say, "Bro, you need to get off those Gildans and get on a quality shirt, so you get the same type of
Yeah,
customer," like that's what I want to see. I don't want to just say, "Hey, here's $20 and I'm never going to wear the shirt," because
right, right.
that doesn't. I'm not going to read the label. That doesn't mean anything to me. That just says I'm getting this dude $20 for a shirt that I'm never going to wear just because he's black. I don't want that
Oh,
participation
trust me,
payment. I'd rather y'all go to
trust
him and
me.
be like, "Bro, you need to up your game."
You get
Yeah, trust
you
me,
get the
man. I'm
return
Juice to
customers with
tell you.
quality, cuz.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's exactly what we thriving for. But Juice to tell you though, man, any type of any type of flawness I see in the shirt, I hit him up be like, yo, you had the same issue, or you seen this, you peeped that. He'd be like, nah, but let me look into it some more. I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? Like I be on it like that to make sure we not just putting out just anything. You know what I'm saying? Because that's definitely not what I want or what we want. We want quality
Right.
stuff that you can wash multiple times over and over. You ain't got to worry about the letters peeling off and cracking after the second or third wash. And like you're gonna get multiple washes out of this. That's why we put the instructions in the shirt how to wash it. This is how you wash this. You know what I'm saying? When you start doing the just to throw it in there and put it on anything, you may get that type of deal. And that's with any clothing line. You know what I'm saying? But we're trying to bring out the best quality stuff that we can bring out.
Man, look, it was super dope to sit down and talk with y'all brothers to see that we are making the strides that we need to make as a culture and as a people. We're taking in control our destiny. I think that people more now than ever, a lot of us are kind of shedding that fear cloak. That what if it don't work? That fear of failure, that failure to launch. Y'all got a dope product. It looks good. I can't wait to spend some money with y'all, and that's just real. And I will do everything that I can in my power. You know what I'm saying? To put y'all on any platform that I got. I got your IG rolling down at the bottom. I got your website rolling down at the bottom. Um, we
Yes,
going into
yes,
this
yes,
last
yes.
that part, that part. You know what I'm saying? So we going into the last call. Each of you guys gonna get a moment to just kind of tell the people. I said
Well,
first
first
call,
call.
last call. Just get a moment to tell the people either words of wisdom, uh, plug your stuff, plug your business, plug any other things that you got going on, and just kind of like a last shout out to the world, man. Whatever you want to tell them right now, and we'll start with KK on this one.
Well, I'm going to say get around like-minded people. It's it's hard to get out there when you got people that's always going to tell you, "Nah, man, hey, man, it's man, it's a million other clothing lines out there. What's going to separate you? Well, you don't know that until you
Right.
try it. If you passionate about that, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you was just saying before, like my wife be on me all the time. Like, yo, you are smarter than just doing the normal or what they expect you to do. But you gotta
Right.
want to do it. And like I said, it's even better when you're around somebody that y'all in the same mind frame with. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can put this much energy into something negative, try putting it in something positive and see how it work out for you. You never know what's going to work out for you. And the
That's a
more we
word.
have people, men our age out there talking to some of these, younger generation, it'll help out.
Absolutely.
Don't be scared. Jump
Absolutely.
out there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't scared to go to jail, but you scared to throw a couple of dollars into a business, a positive business. You
Crazy.
know what I'm saying? Like, come
Crazy.
on, man. Which one's scarier, man? Losing $3,000 or losing the rest of your life to have to stay behind bars? You gotta think. You gotta.
You would
Sometimes people just gotta have that same mind frame being told to them. But
you would
when they best man, they homie is saying something different, they going to tend to go with that.
you would think it would be an easy decision, but it's not for most. Juice.
It
Same thing,
isn't. It
man.
isn't. Everybody's situation is different.
Absolutely. Same thing, man. Just like whatever you want to tell the people.
Man, especially like you said, man, I agree with that. Like you said, take that risk. You know what I mean? Because you can't play it safe. Playing it safe to me is like being neutral. It's kind of like the referee. I don't want to be on this team. I don't want to be on that team. And like you said, it might fail because I done had people say, "Oh man, clothes are hard business to get to," or rapping is this and that. And it's like, dang, like why you so negative? Are you mad because you ain't doing what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? So look, it's cool. You still cool, but I'm just not hanging with you. Like you said,
Right.
hang around like-minded people. And then what you was talking about presentation, I agree. I had stressed that to him. I was like, look, bro, I gotta do these tags. I gotta do this. I gotta do that because it gotta look, you know what I'm saying, like just the package and just you know what I'm saying, make them feel one. And you put information in it. People was like, what it mean? I was like, bro, when you open your package, it's gonna tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? Just to see if you really open it and really read it, because people don't read things. You know what I'm saying? But just to see, because if you really care that much, you know what I'm saying, you'll go out and do it. And I also think, like you said, about like the black lady and just any businesses, even y'all business support. I done seen people turn out podcasts like, well, who are you? Or you ain't doing this. But I'm like, the nigga, who are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't nobody neither. And it's like you turn it down because you feel like they lower than you. But I ain't better than nobody. I'm just telling people all the time, who are you? I'm just a servant of God, bro. I ain't bigger than you. I ain't better than you. You think what you want. I got more confidence, I guess, than you. But what I feel like it's missing is the love. And I'll give you a little example. Um, I took KK to this restaurant, right? And we walk in, and he like, man, you got us up in here, and I'm like, yeah, bro. He like, but they, they ain't doing what we doing. They selling shrimp and crab. I'm like, yeah. I was like, look, bro, but they brothers. You know what I'm saying? This the part we missing is love. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I pay the 15 for a meal because I paid it $5, and I ain't never met these dudes. But these people
Right.
that's in my neighborhood, I love. They look like me. They beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, look, man, don't you worry about the wrong thing. He just like, man, I don't know, bro. I'm like, look, I get it, but at the same time, God wouldn't want us to treat them this and that. This our problem now. We so divided instead of being together. It's so many of us, but we make up all the money. We football players, basketball players, musicians. We everything, and it's like it's like we don't have nothing. And I'm like, yeah, it's because we treat each other so wrong. Don't get it twisted. You're gonna have people that just really negative. Stay away from them. But you got people that's like feeding their families, just trying to do all hard earned work. You know what I'm saying? God work, and you're not helping them. And ever since then, all he do is go to that restaurant now. Every time he come up here, he like, yeah, I'm at around the
Franklin.
clock. And I'm like, yeah, because
Franklin.
they quality of food is good and they good people, man. They take care of you, they love you, they speak. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need. People, don't even speak to each other. Just say hi. I don't want, I ain't gotta be your friend. Just say hi. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they go back to the risk, and that's why I consider faith made. Like I said, faith is kind of like, it sounds like a risk. You know what I'm saying? Taking that leap, taking that trust, or you don't know what's going to happen. Just do it. Because like I said, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think I was going to be here, but I was like, what could I lose? Because to me, failure is just another way that it don't work. We just got to find out the way it do work. And that's all. And I don't think I would have that without having no faith.
Most successful people start their success with a fail. You know what I'm saying? So I heard that as a quote. I'd like to give credit to whoever said it, but I can believe that. Like, how many people really hitting on their first idea, their first creation, their first business? Hell, they first attempt at school sometimes.
It's
You
not
know what
many.
I'm saying? So everything has the potential to start with a fail, but it also has the potential to start with success. Carolina, go ahead and take us out of here, brother.
No, I'll just be patient and be positive. Like, if you ain't patient, you really ain't gonna be positive. And if you positive,
Right.
it will help you be patient. So be patient and be positive.
Hey man, look, it's been love tonight, man. I appreciate y'all. KK, Juice, Juju, Emunah Asah. Was that it?
Man, thank
Yes,
yeah, oh
sir.
yeah, right on the money. And thank
Hey,
y'all
right
for
around
having this
time.
on, man.
Hey, that's how it works. That's the
Yeah.
fit. That's how it
I
works.
appreciate y'all, man. Look, for everybody watching, man, this has been another edition of the Bottom of the Bottle podcast. We just regular people in a bar having a drink. It doesn't matter what's in your bottle on any given day. Be kind to people, man. And
So
that's
y'all gonna
it, man.
finish it.
We gone. Hey, man, y'all crazy.
Appreciate you.